Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade, and this morning we are on the black carpet for the Turner Upfront, where we're chatting with some of the biggest stars from their family of networks, so get ready for a great day behind the velvet rope. So Anna, tell me all about People of Earth. What goes on with People of Earth?
People of Earth is the story of a group of survivors of alien abduction, and it's a support group there, and I play their therapist. I'm possibly an abductee myself, although they don't like the word abductee. They like the word
You have
survivor.
to be PC with alien abductees?
Yes, it's a very serious comedy about the possibility of abduction.
What is good behavior? Tell me all about it.
So I play Letty Rains, who is an ex-drug addict just out of prison, trying to get her life back on track. It's a thriller, but it has real humor to it. I guess there's a kind of comedic feel to the insane events that happen in the show. And she runs into a hitman played by Juan Diego Botto. That's a handsome Spaniard over there. And she finds herself in a lot of trouble that she can't get out of.
Tales from the Crypt is one of my favorite shows growing up.
Yeah, me too.
You're bringing it back. So, first of all, why did you bring it back? And two, what can people expect?
You know, the estate approached me and asked if I'd be interested in telling the stories again for a new generation, and I was so excited because this is basically what I grew up. Actually, my parents didn't realize that I was watching it all that time, but I used to sneak out to my neighbor's house to watch it, so it meant a lot to me. It was like the one thing that I was cool, that was cool in my Indian house, was I could sneak out and go see Tales from the Crypt. So it's a big deal for me, and I love those stories, and actually tonally, I really relate to that kind of dark humor, so I'm in that kind of headspace.
This has been one of the craziest election cycles we've ever seen. In your career, do you ever remember something like this?
I remember Ross Perot, in '92, and I remember a lot of exciting things, but this is, I got to admit, pretty amazing.
When we look forward to Trump and Hillary, what are your thoughts moving forward? What's this going to look like?
I'm looking forward to 3 presidential debates in September and October. If it's Hillary, Bernie Sanders has not yet given up, so let's say Hillary Clinton is the Democratic nominee, Donald Trump's the Republican nominee. You can imagine the viewership for 3 presidential debates and 1 vice presidential debate. We don't know who the vice presidential candidates are, but that's going to be quite amazing, I got to tell you.
You guys do some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
What's coming up? The tightrope thing was crazy. I heard you talking about it. What's coming up this season?
We have an overseas special. We filmed an hour in the United Kingdom, and the 2-hour special this year, which will be live. Last year was the hour tightrope special. This is 2 hours.
2 hours.
So that's double the hours.
Yeah. If you do the math quickly, that's 1 more hour than you got last time.
1 more hour is like, you better demand like triple pay, right?
Oh, wait, they pay everybody?
Wait, can you
They're
rep
like,
us?
well, don't tell anybody.
Klaus is all about a woman named Desna who runs a nail salon, but it's really a front to launder drug money. And she ends up finding her own power and taking over her boss's job and becoming a queen pin.
I love when we see strong female characters doing bad stuff. That's got to be a great allure for you as an actress.
Well, I haven't had an opportunity to unleash my inner bad girl yet.
Because you guys bend the boundaries with Robot Chicken. Talk to me about, do you ever get notes back from Adult Swim like, hey, you might have gone a little too far on this one?
Yeah, I would say the S&P notes are always my favorite thing to get back, telling us, what we can and can't say. But surprisingly, they're very lenient with us. Yeah, it's very rare that they'll don't do this or kill a sketch.
Doing voice acting, more fun than doing actual acting?
It's more fun in the sense that you get a variety of things. Like, there's no way I'd be playing Jesus, Lindsay Lohan, and Superman in 1 year.
You guys are truTV's first scripted show. Obviously, truTV has made its bones with the Impractical Jokers and all the fun reality stuff. What's it like being the first scripted show on the network?
It's fun and exciting and kind of scary because you know, we're all of it. It's been terrific because they've really like let us play and like have a lot of fun, and they've been very involved in the process, and so it's been a good time. But it's also kind of scary because you're like, I don't want to ruin this for everybody that's trying to come up behind us. So, but it's been awesome, and they've really pushed it. They've been behind the project.
What is Will about?
What is Will about? I like that.
Is about the young upstart discovering his passion and following his dreams to becoming a writer in the rock and roll
Elizabethan world.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The rock and roll literary
Elizabethan
world.
Theater back then was like punk rock, this completely revolutionary form of popular entertainment. Will is a young guy, 25 years old, no money, not much education, no prospects with a dream, comes to sexy, exotic, dangerous Elizabethan London and gets involved with theatre, politics, falls in love. He has a wife and 3 children back in Stratford, which is a little problematic. Gets involved with Christopher Marlowe, Richard Burbage, this crazy, wild group of people who are more like a rock band than a theatre group.
The Hunt is back for season 3. For those who haven't seen it, tell me all about The Hunt.
The Hunt is a little bit different than America's Most Wanted. In the 25 years we did America's Most Wanted, we put 4 or 5 guys on a show, missing children. The Hunt is primarily 1 or 2 people in the hour. So you get a very deep look at what they did and how they operate. And this season I'm picking my personal 10 Most Wanted. So I'm picking guys that I couldn't catch on America's Most Wanted.
So what happens on the island? Is there any romantic interest, anything going on?
Yeah, I end up.
Is anybody a Flight of the Conchords fan?
This one over here.
Her and I.
Her and I.
Whether
we can reveal any of the romantic liaisons, but they do happen.
Are in a relationship on the show. We're the couple of the show. We basically hate each other, but you know.
Isn't that like every couple though?
It is. Yes.
It's like a real couple. They're like my parents in real life. Yeah. We hate each other.
My character tries to kiss a lot of people, but no one's really up for it.
My character's named Florence. I am a big-time hippy-dippy idiot who has a lot to say, and I tell people how to live their lives, and I have no idea how to live mine.
How about you?
My character's named Pac. He is a sports agent. He's an awful person. All he does is work up the corporate ladder, and he just destroys every single person that gets in his way of getting more deals, more money, and just acquiring more wealth. So he's incredibly vapid, he's devout of any sort of humanity, and when he gets to the island, that for the first time he does not have an iPhone or Equinox or Press Juicery or Snapchat, someone to iron his shirts. So he has to figure out, who am I? And what he realizes is not a good person.
No one takes it the boundaries further than you do with a talk show format.
Yep.
What are some of the crazy things coming up on the show?
We had 2 porn stars come in and have sex right next to a camera while I interviewed somebody to distract them, and then we didn't mention it the whole time.
How do you get away with this stuff?
And it was a transgendered male and a transgendered female having sex with each other.
Do you ever get to a point where you're running out of ideas of craziness? Because
we do a lot of ayahuasca. We do a lot of ayahuasca in the writers' room.
Congratulations, season 2 of Comedy Knockout.
Thank
For those
you.
who haven't seen the show, what can they expect?
They could expect to laugh, man. They could expect to see some of the funniest comedians in the nation going head-to-head to see who's the funniest in the room.
Tell me all about Search Party. What are you searching for?
We're searching for a girl who's missing, but I'm telling you what, at the end of the day, we're searching for ourselves.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
What can people expect from the show?
I'm not even sure. A lot of good stuff. There's some great actors in it, some good writing.
Some Oscar winners.
Well, hopefully down the road for sure.
Yeah.
We're hoping to get Emmys as main goal.
Yeah.
But there's some good stuff. It's going to shoot in Brooklyn, and we faked it to look like we were in Montreal one time.
Has there ever been a situation where you've just been like, there's nothing I can do with these people?
You mean like Kevin?
Yeah, she talks to her agents about it, but we're still doing a season 3. I'm still with you.
How do I get rid of the guy? I don't know. No.
We're usually the people in the situation where everybody else is going, oh, how do we deal with them? Like, for instance, we tried to hack our way to free meals and better service by pretending we were high-powered food bloggers. So we were just snobby, pretentious douches, snapping a lot of photos of food and people at the restaurant. So we had to test that out. try to save money on a car by using these haggling tactics and whatnot. So we're the people in the scenario that you just can't stand.
You gotta fake it till you make it, right?
Yeah, and it resulted in like 1 free appetizer, so worth it.
Yeah.
It's called John Glaser Loves Gear, and it's about my genuine, true passion for all things gear related, which is not necessarily techie and more clothes. I mean, it could be techie gadgets, but it's more like the cool rain hat that I like and the compression socks I have for running, and it's all that kind of stuff. And pick your activity, whatever you sort of love, and all the details about the gear you wear or use. That's where the show kind of comes from.
Tell me all about Animal Kingdom and who you are on the show.
Oh my gosh, Animal Kingdom is TNT's new drama. It's coming out June 14th. And I play Catherine. She is Baz, Scott Speedman's girlfriend, mother of his child, and kind of like the outsider in the group. It's the boys, the matriarch mom, Ellen, played by Ellen Barkin. And my character is kind of, she kind of wants to get out of the lifestyle, the criminal lifestyle. And that causes a lot of friction in the family.
Her name is Nikki, and she's a very lost soul. She's kind of the girl in high school that you felt a little bad for. You didn't really know if her life was going to turn out okay. And she's very attracted to the kind of dangerous life that these people lead. And she doesn't understand that maybe it's immoral. She's very attracted to it. And she's dating Finn and very much in love with him.